Hello, my name is Makwana Bhavin and I am your today's instructor for computer network tutorials. So, as we previously learned in Wireshark, what is Wireshark? Wireshark is used to capture the packet or live traffic data that is going through your network. That's why we are going to use Wireshark. And as I have said that in Wireshark, when you open a Wireshark, this is the home page of a Wireshark. When you open a Wireshark, you will get different kind of network connection that are available in your PC. So here right now I am connected with Ethernet. That's why it is saying Ethernet, and it is showing me my IP 192.168.10.23, and the FE80, that address is my MAC address. And the same with that, I have adapter loopback traffic capture. There is no address. And so today the main thing, the today what we are going to do is we are going to capture a package, how we can trace a data or like specific data of a site, how we can do that. So what we are going to do, I have here test login. This is a one website which will allow you to uh, uh, log in using a dummy user. And here the another site is Gmail. So what we are going to do is we are going to give a login details, and we are going to see whether our Wireshark can capture that login details or not. So the another thing that you have to keep in mind, that this login test is not secure. What I'm trying to say is this website is not secure. There is not any encryption decryption algorithm which is applicable on this site. But here when we go to the Gmail, and here this site is secure. And if I click on connection secure, and if I go on a certificate validation, you can see over here this certificate is intended for following purposes: ensure identity and remote computer. So I cannot falsify my identity, and issued by Google accounts.google.com. And here if I go over here, I will you can see that how many algorithms that it is using. So for the signature hash algorithm, it is using SHA-256. For signature algorithm, it is using SHA-256 RSA. So these are all the details. This is my public key, and if I click on that, I can see that this is my public key, and these are my public key parameters. So of course my private key is not available over here. So here it is a key usage for digital signature. We are going to use our private key, and if someone wants to encrypt and send me the data for specific for me only, then what will the sender do? Sender will use my public key here. This public key, sender will use this public key to send me the data. Okay, I can copy the file and I can do everything. This with this copy, with this public key, I can also encrypt my emails and everything. So we don't have to look into that. But right now what I want to show, that this Gmail site is secure. It is so when I'm sending a data, it is encrypted. But this login test, there is not any security available over here. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to open a Wireshark and will start capturing the package, and then I will try to log in into both, into Gmail or and into that demo login site that we have opened up just. The name of the site is vbsca.ca. Okay, so I am going to do login into both of them one by one, and then we will see whether I can see the data of my login information into Wireshark or not. First, what I have to do is I have to go into Wireshark, double click on the Ethernet. So the Wireshark will start capturing all the packets that are going through the traffic, and I will go into the login test for the, I will say, dummy user. This is my password, same as a username. And when I click on a login, sorry, but the username that you entered does not exist. Okay, So what I will do is I will stop capturing the packets. So here I have bunch of packets that include request and TCP request and everything. So now what I have to do is I have to apply filter on these uh, packets that we have captured. And for filter, what I will do is I will try to write T TCP contains, and for that I will just copy vbsca.ca. That's what I will do. Sorry. So we have written the command that TCP contains vbsca.ca. So it will show me this TCP package, and in this TCP package, if we look, then what we will get is login result HTTPS proxy connection. It will show me the details of the proxy connection and everything, and with that I think this is the page that says sorry that user is not. You see over here, this is the username that I have given was dummy user, and the password is dummy user, and this is the same thing that I have given over here. If I try to go back, dummy user, this is the username that I have given. And if I look over here for this username, it is showing me dummy user. It is the same username that I have added over there, and the text password is dummy user. I have added that password as a dummy user, same as an email address. So you can see that if my site is not secure, then there won't be any kind of encryption and decryption. So if there is an intruder between you and the server, and if he's continuously trying to capture the packages or the traffic that you are sending and receiving, then user can easily know what is your username and password. That is one way of hacking. There are lots of website, even in Indian government. There are lots of, like, if you try to log into PGVCL, those sites are not that secure. Even they are not secure as Gmail is, I think, the best secure site, because there is a SHA-256 algorithm and it is unbreakable. I mean, you can break that algorithm, but it is practically infeasible, so it will take too much amount of time. Okay, and by that time your connection will be expired. That is what happening in when we try to encrypt or decrypt data, or encrypt or decrypt the data that we are sending or receiving. So it is, this package is same as you see over here. Text username is dummy user and the text password is dummy user. This is HTTP transfer protocol, and from the URL it will show you the data that you are sending. See, HTML from URL and encoded. This is the data that you are sending. So let's say if I try to capture another packages, say if I want to try, if I try to, now what I am going to do is I am going to try to log in into Gmail. So I will again go for the start capturing packet and continue without saving. So it will start capturing, it should be start capturing. Oh, it is start capturing, but we have given that filter, that's why it is not showing me what the packages are. So if I try to click enter, these are all the packages. It is capturing all the data, live data. So what I am going to do now is I'm going to write for Okay, so it means it is two-step verification. So that means that I am going to successfully log in. So now what I will do is I will stop capturing the data. And now I will apply the TCP filter. TCP contains gmail.com. Okay, so there is no packages. Let me write Makwana Bhavin 19. Okay, there is no packages. Okay, if I try to, yes, here it is. This is a Google account that I tried to log in, but you see over here, I don't see any data or any login information that I tried to log in. Even if I go for any TCP packages, when I try to autofill Google, when wait over here, I will show you that when I was trying to log in, my some of my data was going to be autofilled. That is what happening over here. Connect autofill.google, here mail.google.com. This is the data, or this is the package that I have received after logging successfully logging into my Gmail. So that is that data, but you see over here I don't have any information regarding my email. I don't see any my email information. You see over here there is not any mail.google.com, keep alive right now, not any information regarding my email or password. If I go over here, same over here, there is no information regarding my email or my password in any of these packages. Okay, this is for the just it is trying to establish a connection between user and server. That's all. This all of hello clients are connection establishment packages. These are my Google packages, like when I try to connect to and try to authenticate using my google Google ID. But you see over here in this, it will show you connect accounts google.com, but it won't show me any details because it is secure. That's why it won't show me any details. So that is what happening. So if your site is secure via encryption and decryption, no one can see the data even if he is using a Wireshark. But if your site is not secure, then your data is not encrypted or decrypted. That's why the user can read data or even can see what is the username and password if we try to log into this site. That is what happening. So that's how we can use Wireshark to capture the data and to see the details what user is sending and receiving. But it is cyber crime if you don't let people know that you are capturing that data. So it is cybercrime, so don't do that. So don't try to not trespassing but eavesdrop someone's data. That is not a good thing. So okay, that's it for the today. And in Wireshark, what we have seen is what is Wireshark, how we can use Wireshark to capture data, and another thing what you can do is you can uh, apply different filters to see that how the communication is taking place. Okay, and this is my all data that I have captured during the establishing a request to the google.com or to the Google server. And it is continuously trying to broadcast who has this IP address, who has this IP address. So you see over here, after using Wireshark, you will get to know one thing, that you, even though you are not sending or receiving any data, but you are constantly sending signal into the network that you are alive. and you are constantly trying to find where all the PCs are located. The reason for that, because you have to have routing table into your router, so that if some packet is trying to go through your PC, you can route them to the right path. That's why it is continuously asking who has this IP address, who has this IP address. So it is maintaining a different routing table by time. So that is what happening over here. And that's all for today. Thank you.